and GM Amber Cox. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here with you guys.
So season's almost here. You've got to feel good about where this franchise is right now and how far it's come.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know, this franchise has such a rich history to it. Obviously, winning a championship years ago in the Tamika Catchings era. But the, resurgence over the last couple of years, back-to-back #1 picks with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, and certainly the way the team finished the season last year, a lot of momentum. It was a team nobody wanted to see in the playoffs. We tried to carry that momentum into the offseason. We feel like we had a great free agency, adding a lot of veteran leadership. Obviously, just wrapped up the draft. Ready to roll. Now it's time to roll the balls out and get going.
Oh, yes, it is. So you all just had the WNBA draft, or we all had the WNBA draft, picked up 3 new players. And how are their stats going to complement the roster now?
Yeah, we had 2nd and 3rd round picks this year, so 19, 20, and 33. So we picked a little later than #1, right, the last couple of years. So you're a bit at the mercy of what other teams are going to do ahead of you. But we were so pleased with where we landed. Picked up Michaela Timpson out of Florida State at number 19. Unbelievable defensive player. She's 6'2", but has a 6'10" wingspan.
Yeah.
She's the only player in the country to average 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So we're really excited about her. Bree Hall out of South Carolina, championship pedigree, was teammates with Aaliyah Boston in South Carolina, won a couple of championships down there. Elite perimeter defender, can really do a lot of things on the defensive end. And then Yvonne Ejim out of Gonzaga at number 33. Great post player, a lot of potential, Canadian national team member, so she's had some international experience. So we're excited to get these players into camp to see what they can do.
Can you tell us a little bit?
Absolutely, right? So when we talk about the new girls to the Indiana Fever, the new draftees, right? Timpson is the one that stands out to me. Obviously, all 3 of them can play. They just do different things on the court. Majority of them, all 3 of them could play decent defense, but Timpson is the one where I'm looking at, okay, she's super athletic. She averaged 17 points, 10 boards, and 3 blocks. So she's just not a shot blocker. She could play offense. She could play defense, right? And that's what the Indiana Fever, they're trying to do. They're trying to play defense this year. So when it comes to having depth, she's the one I'm looking at. Okay, you're for sure probably going to make that roster. I'm hoping. We're going to see what happens in the training camp. But as far as being a rim runner, conditioned, super athletic, she's the one that looks like she could fit this roster right now. That she can come in and get 9 minutes a game for sure. And we'll see. Depending on the roster, the lineup they run, if they want to put defensive presence out there, you could do that. There's so many defensive players on this team that she's someone who also can fit the roster and someone Caitlin Clark wants to play with. Caitlin Clark made it known the year before, I forgot when it was, there was an interview. She mentioned it. And then also I've seen Timpson talk about how she wants to play with Caitlin Clark as well. And they've spoken about this, right? So it's, later picks in the draft. They're not crazy picks. Obviously, we understand that, but this is a loaded team already, and it's what the Indiana Fever needed. They needed defense. They needed depth. And Timpson can give you buckets, too. And she's not someone you don't need to teach confidence or anything like that. She's going to come in. She's going to be physical, and she's going to feel like she's going to already have the confidence that she should be on this roster and be able to play with this team. 100%. Now, we're going to get into the Indiana Fever being able to capitalize on viewership this year. I think it's going to be a lot bigger. I think there's going to be more eyes on the game. Obviously, 43 out of 44 games nationally televised. And with the help of WTHR, they are going to be holding 17 or 18 games this year. So we're going to get into that with Cox, and let's go.
About just what it means to have this multi-year partnership with WTHR. I think it's great that we are going to be able to see, more people will be able to see the Fever play, because the fans are packing into the arena, which is great to see, but now more people can experience.
Absolutely. This partnership is so important for our fans, specifically here in Central Indiana, to be able to tune in and watch when they can't come to games. To your point, there is so much demand for tickets, so many people that have Fever fandom and want to be a part of sort of this movement that we've got going on right now. So any way we can create opportunities for them to engage with our team, to watch our team, to attend games, we want to do that. So this partnership is really important. We're so excited about it.
Oh,
Absolutely. So you hear it's going to give opportunities for the fans, especially in Indiana, to be able to watch these games that they can't attend. We already know with the Indiana Fever what they're doing with the ticket sales and the arenas, and it's going to be crazy this year. They got the All-Star game coming to Indiana. This is literally going to be one of the best years after having one of the best years in the WNBA in history. This will be one of the biggest. And Indiana Fever will surpass everything they did last year. Wins, viewership, playoff wins, ticket sales, viewership, everything will surpass. I'm telling you, this is going to be a crazy year. Merchandise sales, everything will go up. Everything. So I'm excited for the Indiana Fever. I know you guys are as well. We have probably about a month left until training camp. And no, not even. I think training camp starts very soon. I know the girls have been training. I did some training footage. They look pretty good. Not all of them together. We still got some girls overseas. So it's going to come quick, man. I would say another week, you're going to start seeing a lot of these girls together. So I just did an interview with Coach Stephanie White. This is the right coach we want for the Indiana Fever. Coach Stephanie White knows A to Z what she's doing with this Indiana Fever team. I think it's going to come down to relationships, chemistry, just having that championship mentality out the gate, first day of practice, championship mentality. We are all here for a reason, right? So the training camp is going to be great. I know we have a couple training camp players that are signed to contracts, and then we have the new 3. So I think there's about 16 girls on this roster right now, and only 12 of them can make the cut, 11. So it's going to get competitive, man. And this is what we want. We know the core: Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, AB, Lexi Hall, and then of course Natasha Howard, Dewana Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, and DD. Those are like the main girls. So everybody else is going to be competition. So I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think. Another thing I want to talk about, right? The Indiana Fever's offense is going to be a lot different this year. They're going to be running, gunning, but then they're also going to be able to spread the floor, and they have a lot of bigs who can handle the rock too. So there's going to be a lot of times where you're seeing Caitlin Clark on the wing, Kelsey Mitchell, a lot of girls coming off screens and ready to shoot. I think the Indiana Fever are going to shoot the 3 at a high clip this year. Coach Stephanie White also mentioned that Aaliyah Boston will be shooting 3s too, getting her comfortable with that on a consistent basis. So this Indiana Fever team, they're going to be scoring at all levels, and they will have they're going to have different lineups and different things thrown at you because they're so versatile of a team this year. And defensively, they're going to be a shutdown defensive team, in my opinion. So that's what I got for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm out.